Okay, so my gaming history up until MC/YouTube. So my whole gaming history started in I don't know how long back, but my mom got me and my siblings all for each one of us a cheap Kindle tablet. And the first thing I did is I got Tiger Simulator and Crocodile Simulator, and I grinded those games out. I had probably 100 hours on each. Then later on, I got into Wolf Simulator. That'll tie back into this, and yes, I played a ton of simulators back in the day. And I played a lot, and then I got into Panther Simulator. I played that probably 1,000 hours on that. Then Mountain Lion Simulator, all those. Then I was like, man, I want to find Wolf Simulator again. I couldn't find it, but I found this game called Wildcraft. I was like, oh, it has a wolf on the front. I'm gonna play this. And I got it, and I had fun with it. Grinded out probably another 1,000 hours. I played that game too much. I did. I play it once in a month nowadays. But so I really got into that game. But alongside that, I got into this cheap Minecraft knockoff called Warblock or something. Basically, it was just you versus a ton of AI in a free-for-all match. And you could break blocks. Different weapons took different amounts of times to break blocks, but you could only have one at a time. So it was I did some cool builds and stuff, and I think that game was an interesting experience. And Amai is worth playing. I would play it again just for nostalgia. But so then, after that, my first tablet died. So I got my second tablet, I got that, and I got Wildcraft again. And then a few other games. And I grinded those out. And then I also grinded out Phoenix Simulator because I was bored. As you can tell, I played a ton of simulators. But, man, this was cool. But then that Minecraft knockoff game also had a version with guns. So I tried getting it, it didn't work. And I was like, man, this sucks. And so, a year or two passes. I've been doing, the exact same games and stuff for, more than a year. And then finally, I kind of stopped playing. I also played a ton of, what was it? Whatever Nexo-Knight game came out, because, I was so into those games. The Nexo-Knight game, that actually wasn't a bad game. I would still play it because it has a decent game design if I could find it. But, I got my MC right here. So then, a few years passed, I've broken another tablet, and I went without gaming for, 2 years. Then, my brother, we start getting, because we didn't really have internet in our house, my brother started getting these mobile hotspots from the library, so, we were renting internet borrowing, renting internet pretty much from the library for free. And so, he saved up and bought himself Minecraft Bedrock and played with his friend, and I was like, man, I want that. And he's like, hey, I got this old tablet, I can give it to you as long as you buy Minecraft, and then I will on it, and then you do your stuff, and you can join us. So I'm like, yeah, I buy MC. I am washed at the game when I first start. I think everyone is, but I was extra washed. I was a new tablet player, so I didn't even know the mobile controls, but I instantly joined my brother and my friends, and no, not my brother, my brother and his friends server, and I'm like, man, this is cool. Well, but I can't figure out the mobile controls, so eventually they take me pretty much on a walk on the server, and then leave me stranded in the middle of nowhere, and since I didn't know how coordinates worked, I was like, oh man. And so after a bit, I log off and I watch a YouTube video. It's go to 00 to find spawn. So I'm like, oh, I should go to the 00 coordinates. I go towards that and I find their base again. And then I leave, and it's like, yeah, I'm near their base, and I thought spruce wood was dark oak. I thought I could find a woodland mansion in a spruce forest. I was so stupid. No, I was really just not having game experience. But so, like, I get there, I like, get iron armor, you know, that Star Revolution, SMP ends. And then I'm like, aw. And at this point, my brother and his friends start playing on Lifeboat. And I think Lifeboat's the greatest server for like a year and a half of my life. Like, I play Murder Mystery on the Hive, and then Lifeboat is where I played everything else. But like, so then the next SMP starts, and I join. And I cause, like, the first night, I don't really do much. I get a bed, and then instead of like making my base away from everyone else's, I make it practically right on top of my brother's, and I buy a ton of iron off of him, and then lose most of it. So then I'm like, man, I don't like this base. So I move out toward, yeah, that's when I moved out into like the kind of dark oak area, because it was like a really big 1.17 mountain that looked more like a 1.18 mountain. Then there was like a flat area and some forests, and then a dark oak forest like directly to the right from spawn across a river, and then a swamp. So I kind of move out in over there, and I'm like, man, this is cool. And then I'm like, I should make a base right where everyone can see it. So I get a ton of cobblestone and a ton of dark oak, and I try to make my own woodland mansion. It looked absolutely horrible, but I mean, I made it. It took me like 6 to 10 hours to build, mainly because I was a tablet player and didn't know how to build. But you know, it didn't look the worst. And I said, I'm gonna move out. I moved into one of the other people on this like server's base, and then I moved into my brother's base. Then I made my own, and I moved back into my brother's. That's pretty much the cycle that happened. I caused a ton of chaos, and then eventually I had to pay up 2 stacks of diamonds. Then 1.18 came out, I actually got the diamonds. But then it was also like, the server's ending, because we don't get any 1.18 generation near spawn. So it's like, oh, the server ends, and I'm chilling. I'm just playing on Lifeboat, really. Lifeboat and like one survival world that I used as a hardcore world. I died, and I had like some diamond tools, but then I died, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna make this my creative building world. Get build inspiration. I probably had one of the coolest, that was one of my coolest worlds. I loved it. Because I had like a ruined castle right near where I made my base. It's like around spawn on, and my base was like a small shack that I thought looked pretty cool. Then I had like this coastal village and this what's it called? Like a castle at sea, a Roman fortress, a Greek style city. I thought it was cool. Then I had my friend, like I gave my friend like my tablet once after like choir, and he started building something, and I pretty much finished it. In the manner of, I placed so much gravel. I legit woke up at like 3 a.m. and finished placing gravel at like 7 a.m. It was like a 4-hour job. Insane for a kid with as little attention span as I had. But so then, like, eventually, I kind of got into like, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, then my brother started playing on the server, and I thought that was cool, so I tried playing on survival servers, got wrecked, and then eventually my tablet broke, and I was like, oh man, I can't play Minecraft anymore. But my brother conveniently had 2 laptops with the same account, and I could play on his worlds by using his other thing, and we could play together on his world, and he could invite people. So like, we did that for like a while, and then I started this server. I tried rebooting like the original SMP and like 1.19. It lasted like 2 months, fell off. Yeah, I think that was the year I turned like 13 or something on thing when I tried rebooting it. So I'm like, oh man. No, it was further. It was a lot longer ago than that. No, 1.19 hadn't come out. It was a while back. I don't actually remember how old I was or what update was out. I think it was past 1.18. I know that. I think it was 1.19 or 1.18. But so like, we had cool stuff happen, and then that server died. And then I conveniently started playing with my own friends. And we started a server called like the Flat SMP. That was cool. And so eventually, I was like, because the server died, I was like, man, I'm gonna stop trying to make SMPs. And then a while later, I get this pretty good friend group, and I'm like, man, we should start an SMP. I make the world and stuff, call it the Chaos SMP. It has 1 regular player and 2 people that played like, well, 1 that played like twice, and 1 that played once. So it's like, man, this fell off. That's why I'm going to be getting my viewers to hunt me down for the end of the Chaos SMP. That's kind of like my... I know this was just a video of me talking, but like, up until then, like, I was playing on my brother's account and stuff. Now, but then I got my own computer, started playing BattleBit with my brother, Paladins, and then I got Minecraft before Paladins. And then, that's when I started the Chaos SMP. I logged back in to my account on my tablet. I logged back in to the MeAwesome account, and I was like, no way. Hey, I get this. I can go off of where I kind of left off. So, that's where I'm pretty much going to leave off this video, where I got my new account. Within 6 months of that, I started, well actually, within 8 months of that, I started my own YouTube channel. That's where I'm going to leave off this video. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe.